Welcome to another episode of the Rise Leadership Circle podcast. I'm Lisa, one of the co-founders here at Rise, and today we're going to be talking all about the power of intention. So this episode was inspired from one of our clients inside of the Circle. It's our membership program. And I had posted a little message in there last week just asking everyone what they currently felt challenged with, or, what was something that I could really support them with. And one of the things that someone commented on was she said, I feel so scattered. Most days I feel like I'm on a merry-go-round and I want to ride on every horse, but I can't choose which one first. So I'm losing the opportunity to enjoy the ride. If you've ever felt like that, I want to support you with knowing which one to choose and how to really enjoy the process of creating your dreams without getting distracted by so many shiny objects. So if this is your first time connecting with us, I want to say welcome. As I mentioned, I'm one of the co-founders here at Rise Leadership Circle. Our mission inside of Rise is to expand you into truly owning new levels of your own inner power, your value, your worthiness, so that you can become well paid, and you can also not just become well paid, but have a prosperous life. So let's go ahead and dive in today. What is the real power of setting intentions? So the first time that I really tuned into what it meant to set an intention was I read a book by Dr. Wayne Dyer. It's actually called The Power of Intention. So about 10 years ago, I started to go down a deep dive into spirituality. I really wanted to understand more about myself as a spiritual being in this human journey. And I just was hungry for any information that I could find. And I ended up really finding that I resonated with a lot of what Wayne Dyer wrote about. So if you've never read any of his books, I highly recommend you check it out. So one of the things he says is, intention is a force in the universe that allows the act of creation to take place. So it's not just a goal, it's not just a task, it's not a to-do, but it actually is a force within the universe. And it's not just something that we do, but it's an energy that we become a part of when we set an intention. So I want you to think of your intentions as a field of energy. I like to think of it as an energetic container. Whenever I set an intention, a container is created. And everything is energy, right? I'm energy, you're energy, everything in the universe is energy. And when we set a clear and powerful intention, is already created, right? That intention already exists on an energetic level. And you will begin to start to co-create and to access those intentions in your life as you become more and more aligned with your belief behind it. So here's why I think it's so important. It's going to help you get off the merry-go-round. There are so many shiny objects. There are so many distractions. There are so many priorities that we have to take care of in our lives on a day-to-day basis. But when we can really get clear on, what is it that you want? What is it that you want to create in your life, and start to set some powerful intentions behind those, suddenly you've got this energetic force that is aiding you, assisting you, helping you bring it into life. And the power behind this actually can feel, I don't even know what the word is that I'm looking for, but it feels so massive when you begin to see how quickly some of these intentions are going to come into form for you. So it's going to help you co-create the life that you were meant for. You came into this life with a mission for your soul. And this is my personal belief, is that we all come into this particular human journey with specific soul lessons, soul assignments, experiences we want to have to help evolve us as a soul so we can become greater versions of ourselves. And your soul's mission, the goals that light you up, the things that you really desire in a positive way, they are designed to help you become who you are meant to be. And the more that you pursue those things, the more that you step into that, the more you evolve, like for the highest good of all. And I truly believe that as you step into that, everyone around you benefits. The more authentically you are. Those goals are designed to grow you, to give you the lessons, to give you the experiences that cause you to become more. So the power of our intentions, it helps us get there. It is the co-creation of the life we most want to have. So, and I also think that when we begin to set really powerful intentions, this is how the universe aligns people, places, experiences at exactly the right divine timing so that we can receive those. So I want to talk a little bit about how you can begin to use this practice to move you forward in the direction of your dreams. First and foremost, we set intentions from our soul. These are not tasks. These are not to-dos. These come to us from that inner wisdom within. So ask yourself, tune into your heart space. Take a moment, take a breath, and ask yourself, what is the highest possible timeline for my life? Like, if I could imagine the highest possible outcome, what is it that I really truly want? That's a beautiful place to start from, especially for expansive intentions that you might want to do. Because here's the thing, your inner guide is always going to give you those visions, those goals, those dreams that are meant to expand you into more. And this voice, you'll know you've tapped into this inner guidance when you feel this loving voice. It will feel peaceful. Sometimes mine feels like this ancient wisdom that can just come to me, which is very different than my ego voice, which doesn't, it's not always that nice. It doesn't always say really nice things to me. And so this voice is always loving. It's always encouraging. It's always supportive. It always reminds me of my worthiness, and your inner voice will work the same. So that's how you know when you've tapped into it. It feels wise, expansive, and it's like this peaceful inner yes. So start to listen in for that and play around with it. You'll know, does this feel like the wisest part of me? Does this feel like the most loving part of me? So tap into your inner guidance, and then you can set these intentions daily, nightly, weekly, monthly, new moon, really anytime you want. I use this practice every single day. One of my favorite ways to set intentions, and this is how I started, you guys, was to set intentions to get a good night's sleep. I went through a period where I was not sleeping well at all. I would, maybe sleep for an hour, and then I would be awake for a few hours and just never felt rested. And I started to set intentions when I would lay in bed at night. I started to set intentions for having a peaceful night's sleep. And I would just say something like, I intend to sleep really well through the night. I intend to sleep peacefully and to wake tomorrow morning well rested. And that's it. And sure enough, I would sleep through the night and I would wake up the next morning feeling so good. I was like, wow, that really worked. Imagine if I started to apply this to other places in my life. So if you feel skeptical or you're someone who doesn't sleep well, just start there and watch what happens. And then you could use this as part of your morning practice. Set an intention for your day, or you could use this at the start of your week, the start of your month. And a new moon also is a really powerful time. Nature reminds us that we are cyclical beings. It taps us back into our feminine creative energy. So this is true whether you're male or female. We are all made up of both energies, masculine and feminine. And the feminine energy, this is what we use when we set intentions. We're tapping into that cyclical feminine energy. It's that creation energy. It's we set an intention and then the creation process begins to happen. So this is that place where we plant the seed. So you can use them however you want, but I really, really recommend that you keep it very simple and just start with 1, 2, maybe 3. I don't recommend setting a list of 20 intentions. You can do that if you want to, but you're going to really be able to track and see the power when you're starting with just 1 or 2 or 3 powerful intentions. So here's how. I'm going to give you an easy way to get started with this. You could look at just 3 different questions when you set an intention. One might be, let's just do this together right now. I want you to go ahead and set an intention for your day right now. So what do you want to experience today? Set an intention. The experience I want to have of today is fill in the blank. Some examples might be, I want to have an experience of connection today. I want to go into every interaction with a client today feeling connected, feeling my heart is open, or maybe it's with your partner, your children. I want to feel, really present with my children today. That's my intention, or whatever it is for you. But what is it that you want to experience? Go ahead and set an intention for that. A second question to consider is, how do you want to be today? You could also say, who do I want to be today, right? We think about our way of being. How do I want to move through the world today? How do I want to be? I want to be a version of my best self. I want to be so open today. I want you to think about like, what's the energy you want people to experience when they're in your presence today? How do you want them to feel? What do you want it to feel like when you walk into a room? And then the last question is, how do you want to feel? How do you want to feel today? Do you want to feel inspired and lit up and excited? Do you want to feel peaceful? Do you want to feel joyful today? Like what is it that you want to feel? Set an intention around that. So you could answer one or two or all three of these questions and go ahead and watch what happens. Now, here's the thing. This is the caveat that makes your intentions come into form so much faster. Have faith in the intention that you set. When you take on this practice, when you set an intention, you must back it up with faith, with belief that you can have the thing that you're intending. That will like 10x the power behind it. So a really powerful question to ask yourself is, what do I have faith in? Do I have faith in my intentions, in my dreams? Or am I placing my faith in my problems? Am I placing my faith in what's happened in the past? Am I actually believing more in self-doubt or my inability to have something than I am believing in my dream? Because when you can back up these intentions with faith, they are so powerful. It's like you don't need to keep repeating it. You don't need to keep setting that intention over and over again. When you do that, you set it once and that is set into motion. That co-creative energy is taking place. So let me know if you guys will take on this practice. I would love to hear what opens up for you as you work through this. And I would love to hear what of your intentions come through. I have an intention. I have a belief that for every single person who hears these words and not just listens to them, but actually is like, okay, I'm going to take this on, and you start to make this a part of your daily practice, you are going to see some really big things open up for you. And please let me know because I would love to hear. Thank you for tuning in today. And I want to say, if you love this work, if you love to have these types of conversations and you are ready to take your life and your business to the next level, come and check out The Circle. The Circle is our 12-month membership program where you will get one-on-one coaching, private coaching twice a week. You will get weekly inspiration from Kayla and I, from the community itself. You get daily pocket coaching from Kayla and I so that we are always helping you set those powerful intentions and so much more. So if you want to know more about The Circle, send me a message, send Kayla a message. You can reach out to our team, support@riseleadershipcircle.com. I'm going to drop a link below this podcast as well. And you can check it out for less than $3,000 for the entire year. You guys, that covers all 12 months. Private coaching is included, as well as really changing your mindset, changing your life, taking on these energetic practices that create 80% of your results. And you are going to see so much happen. So message me, let me know if you want to know more. We've currently opened 10 spots to the membership if you want to claim one of these 10 spots. And this is not just for new entrepreneurs. This is a powerful place to be if you're just getting started, but you may already have a powerful business. You may be a CEO or a leader, and you really want community. You want connection. You want that private coaching, and you want to constantly be in a space of really believing in your dreams, believing that it's possible, because you know that when you solidify that belief, so much is going to happen for you so quickly. We do immersive experiences inside 4 times a year. There's just so much. I'm not going to go through everything right now, but check it out. Message me and let me know. I'll help you decide if it's right for you. And we would love to welcome you into our community. It's a very inclusive community. Everyone is welcome. And so please let me know if you would love to join us inside. So again, if you enjoyed this podcast, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you know someone who needs to start to implement the power of intention in this life, please share this episode with them today. All right, my friends, thank you so much for being here. I will see you next time.